The Startup Visa program is a fantastic opportunity for entrepreneurs that allows you to move to your dream country and develop your business project while being in the right environment. But startup programs are different in all countries, and 1 year ago when we were deciding where to go, it was quite confusing. Eventually, we chose Portugal. We've recently moved here and so far really like it. And in this video, I'd like to answer some of the most common questions about the StartUp Portugal program based on our experience, of course. And I hope this will help you to make the right decision about the country and the incubator and simply have a clear image of how this program works in Portugal. Thanks to those of you guys who send me these questions on Instagram. It's really nice to have this communication working from both ends, and of course nice to getting to know you. So enjoy this video, and if you're new to this channel, welcome and don't forget to subscribe. What's the difference between an incubator and an accelerator? That's a very good question, and I put it first on my list so that we figure this out at the very beginning and have no confusion anymore. I guess if you guys interested in all things related to startup development, you've definitely heard of the most popular American accelerators such as 500 Startups, Y Combinator, Techstars. And if you check what they do, they provide a combination of education, co-working space, product development support, and basically access to a network. And at this point, it sounds very similar to what the incubators do, right? Yet the principal difference is who they accept. So at what stage your startup should be so that you can join. And accelerators, they accelerate the growth of an existing company, they invest money into a promising business model, or they put you in contact with an investor. While incubators, they incubate ideas with the hope of building out a business model and a company. So accelerators focus on scaling a business and incubators are focused on innovative ideas. Now talking about the Portugal Startup Visa program, we have mainly incubators. So they expect you to apply for the program just with a business idea and incubate you for at least 1 year until you'll be able to move on. And there is a video on my channel about the application form, so make sure to watch it if you're now about to apply. So after incubation, you can register a company or you can join an acceleration program, of course, if you want and if the business idea is working. And some business facilitators have both under the same roof, like our incubator in Coimbra, which is called IPN. So there is an incubator, and in the building nearby, there is an accelerator, which we think we can also join after finishing this program. Is it mandatory to do the physical incubation? The short answer would be yes. If you check the official documents about the program, it clearly states there that you have to do a physical or offline incubation. And here's the screenshots. I'll also add the link in the description box, so go ahead and check it. But the good news is that it doesn't mean you have to be in the co-working space every single day from 9 to 6. So you can always negotiate with your incubator, with your manager, how often you will have offline and online meetings. So basically create your own flexible schedule. Are you allowed to do a job for living? Yes, as soon as you get a residence permit, you are allowed to work, to register a company, to open a bank account. So basically everything. But I think it's important to keep in mind what's your primary goal and purpose as a startup founder. What's the cost of incubation? The cost of incubation depends fully on the incubator, and there is no fixed price for all. And I would say that the two most significant factors that affect the initial incubation cost are the location, whether it's Lisbon, Porto, or the regions, and the type of incubator. Private, municipal, university-based, or something else. Of course, then it also depends on the incubator's rating, how large is their network, and who are the people, the businessmen, the investors they cooperate with, what facilities they have, how actively they help startups, etc., etc. And also it depends on your team size. So the price range is from 50 to 1,000 euros per month, and it can be charged monthly, and can be that you pay a deposit and then you use it for the services that the incubator has to offer. And the only way how you can get this information is obvious. You contact all incubators you're interested in, and some may want to meet you first, talk to your team and know about your project, but many of them can send you the contract draft or just the price list by email. So just send them an email and ask. And the second part of the question was about the possibility to develop a project without an incubator. And the answer here is no, you can't, because this is the fundamental rule of the Startup Visa program, that incubators are always involved. And in case you are an experienced entrepreneur, you can either choose a different category of visa to move to Portugal, like D7, or find an incubator that would offer you different services like acceleration or just a different schedule. So the link to the incubators list is below, and we move to the next question. What to look for when choosing an incubator, and how did we choose our incubator? First and foremost, ask the incubator about their expertise in your field of business. And don't worry, just make it a polite question, like how many startups do you have or have you had from this particular field? What about the others? And this will let you understand their focus on certain industries, which actually means a lot, because it can be finance, mobility, climate, or education tech, and all are not connected. And think of an incubator as an environment you are in. With the other startup founders, you'll be surrounded with educational events, invited industry professionals, and the incubator's network. Like, do you want to speak the same language with all these people, or do you want to always explain what your idea is? And does the incubator actually have easy access to the investors and the mentors you will need to build your company? What is the situation and the environment would be the most beneficial for you? And here, I also want you to realize the fact that it's you who pay the money, who decides where to go and who needs a certain result in the end. So basically, it's similar to like choosing a university to study. And trust me, the managers of the incubators, they sell you the incubator very well at the meeting. So you think that this is what you need and blah, blah, blah. But please set all emotions aside and consider as many factors as possible. First of all, what is your goal and what are your needs? How much you would be willing to pay, what the city or region Portugal is the best for your business, and do the incubation conditions fit your team? And this is exactly how we made our choice on Coimbra and IPN Incubator. Our project is about the international higher education, and Coimbra has the largest and the oldest university in Portugal, and the heads of the university are on the board of IPN. So basically, we have a direct linkage to the place we need, and hopefully through that, we can also get in touch with the other universities in Europe. And of course, ideally would be to come and to have a real meeting with the incubators, see people, managers, view the co-working spaces. And because it's not always possible, you need to ask questions, as many as possible, just to make the right choice based on that. And the second point, which is also sobering your mind, no one needs your business but you. The incubator can help with the resources they have, but they're not going to take the initiative in your project development. So they're not going to give you all answers and the ready-made solutions. Of course, they have experience, but it's anyway up to you. So you decide what you expect from them. The last but not the least question of today's video: what are the red flags when choosing an incubator? And number one, way too many startups they host and only a few employees. This is what you also need to figure out at the meeting. Number two, irresponsible manager who misses calls, forgets to send you something, or forgets to reply your emails. So pay attention to that from the very beginning of your communication, and don't put hope that they will change after you sign a contract with them. This is just like with a marriage, it can only get worse. And number 3, money first approach. Well, this doesn't necessarily mean that the incubator is bad, but in my opinion, you shouldn't pay money until you make like 100% sure that this is what you need and you will stay with them for really long. Because the key point here is that it's still possible to change the incubator even after you already received the declaration from the EFA or after a few months of incubation. But if you already paid for the service far in advance, you will certainly lose your money. And number 4, no information about the incubator on the web. So you don't know about their partners, their achievements, their activities, their alumni. So basically it's like no-name incubator. So would you want to deal with them? Probably not. But unfortunately, if you check the list of incubators from the website, there are some of them that are no-name. The other question that a few of you asked but I didn't cover in this video was about the top Portuguese incubators. That's a huge topic actually, so if you're interested, please indicate it in the comments below. That's very important. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. Don't forget to like it and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.